I've played Guild Wars 2 for over 20,000 hours, and I've learned a whole lot and collected just about everything in the game, so it's a perfect time to go round again. Join me in the adventures of my completely fresh account known only as the Microtransaction Enjoyer, on the quest of obtaining and unlocking everything in the game, from legendary gear and mounts to living world story episodes, maps, and ultimate gem store quality of life, purely through efficient and somewhat sensible gameplay. No real money required. Also, by the way, guys, big unlock. Commercial hub. Arborstone is better now. And we're working on our final mastery here on Arborstone Revitalization, which is, of course, Globalization. So we can buy our weekly antique summoning stones. We just need another 2 million experience. It's actually not going to take very long, is it? That's not that much XP. By the way, you know what has happened, Snibbed? During this Suwon, I have now unlocked Globalization. Do you know what that means? It means I can now buy 5 antique summoning stones a week on my on my relatively new account, juicing my account insanely hard.
Insane value.
Yeah, my account is juiced now. So, gamers, good news. All of our hard work has been paying off today. We spent a bit of time grinding out some open world events here in End of Dragons. Why? Globalization, okay? In the same way that I love the fact that I can buy products from all over the world, Globalization in Guild Wars 2 will allow us to buy products from Arborstone to enrich our account for a very, very low price. So final mastery in Arborstone. You've got to beat the entire game or beat EOD story to get this, but it's well worth it. Unlock your mastery points. What does it do? Simple. It lets us buy this stuff. We can buy 5 antique summoning stones for various currencies. We have the strike currency, which is the green profit shards. You can buy it for Imperial Favor. That's basically the map currency. For Karma and for gold. These things worth about 6 gold each. Ridiculous value. You can actually consider this as a free 30 gold or so every single week. Wow. Insane. I don't have enough unusual coins. Oh, are you kidding me? I had one more unusual coin. So just to go over here just again. Green profit shards, strike missions, unusual coins, random chests around the world, just like some of the jumping puzzle chests, some of the jade tech chests, some of the little puzzle things that kind of lead you around and a chest spawns at the end. Imperial Favor, you get that from maps, just basically any map in End of Dragons will give you these things just by doing events. Karma, do any events anywhere in the world, you'll get that. And gold, well, I mean, you know how to get that, right? Buy all of them. It's a good time. The only one that can be a little bit annoying is unusual coins. But to be honest, if you're kind of paying attention, you kind of get in the habit of opening some of the jade tech chests. You won't have any problems. You'll have plenty of those things. I might go and quickly try and grab one right now because they're just probably like lurking around all over the place. Oh, wait. I don't have this mastery insight. That's unusual. Now I have the mastery insight. Boom. Nice. I do need a few more mastery points here, as you can see. We've got to get our skiff upgrades, but we're actually surprisingly nearly done with EOD masteries, right? We have a lot of EOD masteries done. We need to get the turtle at some point, but I'm not really in a rush to unlock it, as the turtle isn't really huge. I do need to go and play through the hearts in Path of Fire, so I can actually start improving these masteries, and get some Path of Fire meta events done, right? So we can start farming some gold and getting some experience, and of course some mastery points in Path of Fire. Definitely the key two are going to be Raptor and Springer, so we have like really good mobility. And yeah, that's going to be about it. And I think I will eventually go for the Sky Scale too. Heart of Thorns, I need to actually just do, again, more HT meta events. Just get lean techniques, like finish out gliding. Look at that. Whoa, 12 mastery points, guys, for Leyline Glide. That's actually crazy. We're going to have to go on like a proper HOT mastery point hunt at some point to really get that going, aren't we? Where's the, let's see, where do we start the jumping puzzle? I think it's over here, right? It's kind of like in this, this area is where we got to go. Let's get over there. I got to skiff up, I think. Let's go. Aha! This is it, I think. Yeah, here we go. Here is the entrance, I believe. Is this the entrance? Looks like the entrance. Let's roll! Huh. Okay. Let's go, chat. Wait, does stability work against this? Probably does, doesn't it? Do I want to test it? I kind of do. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, no. Well, now I've just trolled myself. Oh, they thought of that. Sneaky devs. The clever devs thought about that. Stability is not going to help it, guys. Let's get retreat then. Get some swiftness. Charge, gamers, to the unusual coins. Oh, that guy fell off. We can beat this guy to the end. Oh, shit. Oh, what? That was a bit tight, wasn't it? Fucking hell. We must not get knocked off by the wind. We can glide it, so I'm not going to die either way, but still. Very good. Oh, there's one here, so we have to wait. The jumping puzzle. Go! Easy. I'm a professional jumping puzzle gamer. There's one here. I'm going to wait for it again. We're playing safe. Playing a little bit safer. Where do we go from here, actually? Do we go down? That's a good question. I'm actually not entirely sure. It's been a while since I did this. Maybe down here? And there's more wind down there, so that kind of makes sense. I'm going down. Yes. Let's go. Is there any wind? Where's the wind? Oh. I feel like I'm going to get surprised. There's like going to be random wind that's going to fuck me over. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we could climb a pit now. That makes sense. Man, you know, doing this kind of stuff, it really makes me realize that I wish they would do more jumping puzzle style stuff. Like the Siren's Reef one in particular, I give that a high rating. But it doesn't exist. Feels bad. Well, I mean, it does exist, but whoa, I nearly got trolled there. Holy shit. Let me be a little careful here. Falling off now would be quite tragic, wouldn't it? I'm just going to go for it. Oh! Nearly punished. It's a little close shave there, guys. Okay, so there's wind happening here. Let's see, let's wait for it to come back. Here we go. I think it does like a double, right? I think it did double last time. Okay. Is it a long gap? Oh, shit. Right, I'm going. Oh! Nice. I like how I did it when it was actually the double. That's good. I think we made it through the worst part. Well, the part where you can actually fall off. Now we're good. Oh, there is some wind over here. Although at this point, I feel like if I fall off, I can just glide back. I'm not going to lose that much progress. Use stability doesn't work. They actually thought of that. The devs use their big brains. Does not work. Nice. Almost fell off without even getting knocked off there. It's good. Okay. Ah. Okay, I think we just follow the wind. We follow the wind here. Charge. SAB World 3. Oh, man, that's going to be so good. I know some people hate Tribulation Mode, but I kind of love it. I mean, I do Tribulation Mode every year, but you kind of can't recapture not knowing, right? The fun in Tribulation Mode is not knowing where to go. Once you know where to go, it kind of ruins it for me a little bit. You know, it's you don't have that discovery phase and figuring out how to do it and how to solve it. So even though I do enjoy doing it, I do it every year. It's still, you know, it's not the same. Yeah, Super Adventure Box. Really cool, though. Really cool idea. I can't wait until they finish it, which hopefully they will at some point. It's going to be big. Oh, run! Ah, there's actually some gamers here at the end, I guess. They're already here. They're waiting. It's a real shit. I hope we see more of this kind of Jade Tech theme in the world, because I really like the music here. I want more Jade Tech music. Is this the end? Oh, I think so, right? Ah, yes! Nika! This is actually the Snow Crows member. This is actually a reference, guys, to Nika from Snow Crows, just so you guys are aware. It's nothing to do with the original Guild Wars 1, and in fact, that I believe Nika also plays a lot of Guild Wars 1 too. There you go. Booba? Yeah? We did it! Oh, Master Board. Actually pretty good. Oh, yeah. This one's really good, isn't it? Because you get the Jade Runestone too. Yeah, look at that. You get the Jade Runestone, and we got ourselves 5 unusual coins. Definitely a good thing just to... What you can do, and what a lot of players do, is that you'll leave an alt here and just log in and get the chest every day, right? Because you can just do that. So you just log in on a character and just boom, you immediately get this. You get your unusual coins, you get your Jade Runestone. It's like a pretty efficient thing you can do. A bit of busy work to kind of remember that you actually have the ability to do that, but you can as well. Pretty nice. And yeah, and you can, and the thing is, yeah, you can port in with a teleport to a friend as well if you want to. A lot of groups and squads typically do that. The other thing you could do is you can do it on multiple characters, right? I think, if you want to. So you could actually have like multiple characters, I think, doing this, which is, you know, pretty nifty, right? If you have a few alts to spare, a few characters that you don't use, just some bank alts or something like that, you might as well just sit them here, and then you can just loot this chest a few times a day and just get some free gold, right? Free gold, free value, and all the unusual coins you could ever possibly want, which is just going to be great for getting your antique summoning stones. So, yeah, not too bad. Useful stuff. Yeah, because these rune stones, you need these for legendaries, and hey, you know, you might as well save a bit of gold, right? This adds up. You know, if you do this, if you do this every day, that's a free 40 silver a day, right? And bear in mind, these things are going to go up too, because the price is going down right now, but that's because there hasn't been a new legendary variant released. These things are very important for making the legendary weapons. So in other words, whenever a new one drops, the price goes up big time. It's been up as high as 80 silver sometimes. Of course, it probably won't go up that crazy next time because people will be hoarding them, expecting it to kind of dump them and make a load of money. But still, like, the price of these is very dependent on legendaries there. But yeah, pretty big value. Big value jumping puzzle there, and you can do that with all jumping puzzles too. Like there's, you know, in some of the living world, there's some jumping puzzles you can do that will give you currency at the end, so you can like loot and get some of the map currency for that particular map at the end of it. Get a few free items, and you can kind of optimize this as much as you want to. Really, like you can go pretty hard on it. Final one, boom, and just to take a look at that again, we have 5 of these things a week, basically just for free. And look at that, insane. 30 gold or so. Crazy value. Very good if you want to craft the Generation 3 Legendary, because you're going to need 100 of those. Pretty meaty, right? A lot of juice. And we also installed our Scavenger Jade Bot thing as well today. So we have that going for us as well. Let's see what we got from a few things, and you can see just get a bunch of crafting materials. High value. You'd love to see that. So the first thing I wanted to do today on this account was actually to sell everything, because it's been a little bit of a while since I've actually liquidated my account, and I just want to remind everyone that your gold is not this number. Your gold is how much your account is worth and all of your materials. And because I am going to be thinking about buying some new story episodes soon, I can actually nearly get, you know, 3 or even 4 episodes. I think it's a good time to actually just go through our bank and just sell everything and see how much we're actually worth right now. So this might take a little while, but let's go ahead and get to work on that and sell all of this trash. Some other stuff you just want to vendor it, for example. We're going to do some salvaging here as well, but the really big focus is going to be selling all the materials. I'm just going to clean up my inventory, open up all these bags, get some more materials. We'll deposit them for now, but we're going to sell them in just a moment. We're about to get rich, gamers. Oh yes, I love to see it. So let's kind of get to work here on selling all of this stuff. We're going to do a little bit of insta-selling here, but we'll also do some sell orders as well. Like, if stuff's really close together, I'm not going to bother, right? Like, this is like 14 copper. Do I really care about that? No, I don't. Okay, I'm a zoomer. What can I say, right? I just want to get it done, get my items, get my loot. Let's go. Got some boxes to open here as well from some of the Heart of Thorns events. So let's go ahead and get that done. There we go. Some more champion bags. We love to see that. Oh, nice. I kind of did the order wrong here, didn't I? Now I've got to sell more unidentified gear. Absolutely terrific. Let's make it happen. Yeah, we're going to sell that ass, right? Let's go. It's going to be good, guys. It's going to be a good time. Let's sell the antique summoning stones. So this stuff, again, because this item is kind of so rigid in where it comes from, it's quite a fixed item. It's always going to be expensive, always going to be useful because of legendaries, pretty much. So you can kind of get like very robust prices for this stuff if we want. And we can probably just go ahead and actually make a bit more gold than just sell these like this, because these items do shift. They will sell. So we just position them here. They'll sell it over time. And look at that. That's 75 gold we're going to have just from that. We've already got 24 gold in the delivery box here as well. I think we actually might end up with over 300 gold. That's actually so much. We could even buy a commander tag with all of that. I don't think we're going to do that, but we could if we wanted to, right? That's the important thing. We're going to salvage rares. Rares, in general, if you salvage enough of them, they end up being worth salvaging. because, you know, you get globs of ectoplasm that will give you a bit more value. Exotics, usually not the case. If like the really, really crappy ones might be. And you will need to salvage some exotics because you need the globs of, what is it, dark matter or dark energy. Those are pretty useful for crafting at some point, so you might as well. I'm going to salvage this one just because I want to. Boom, there it is. 2 globs of dark matter. Again, we use to craft some Ascended if we need to do that down the line. Very useful. You know, I'm actually not sure what I'm going to do with all these Ascended materials. I think the answer is just delete them. I'm not really sure what the intended way to do it. I'm pretty sure that ArenaNet added Ascended crafting materials and made them insanely common just to make it so that inventory management will be painful. They just like watching their players suffer, right, and have to deal with these horrible putrid items just stacking up forever. Not really a good time, but hey, that's how it goes. I think you just delete them, right? I don't think there's anything we can really do that's super valuable with this stuff. There are some things that you can use to kind of eat the bloodstone dust, but it's the kind of busy work I can't really tolerate, so that's not going to be an option for me, I'm afraid. It's not going to work. Just going to buy some salvage kits to salvage all of these little salvageable things to get some more materials out of. I think that's basically it, right? Yeah, that's all of it. And you can see why you salvage, because you get kind of like low-value crafting materials, but sometimes you get the more high-roll stuff like this. Ooh, 11 silver, right? And that's for a salvage kit, right? Salvaging an item, and then boom, we get our big profit out of doing that, which would be, you know, it's much better than selling it to, you know, to a player or to the vendor, for example. So selling that stuff, high value, right? Well, or rather salvaging that stuff is pretty high value. Highland strong boxes. Oh, we get some more junk and more identified gears. Oh, wow, look at that. We got a 50 silver junk item. Not too bad there, right? Up to 150. Sell the medallions. You can sell the crests if you want. If you're feeling very lazy, it's not the end of the universe just to vendor these. But as you can see, crests are worth selling to players. Medallions, not. I actually got asked that question recently on stream. So now we're going to talk about it in a more direct fashion. There we go. Very nice. That's basically all of the sellable stuff that we have here in our inventory, more or less. I guess we can sell this Jade Runestone too. That's exactly what we're going to do. Sell this Jade Runestone as well. That's another legendary crafting component. You can tell by that because it's purple, right? We have a recipe here. Plan for Harrier's Warbeast boots. I don't think I really care about any of that. So I guess we can pick the crafting material. Is that sellable or is it just totally worthless? I mean, that's actually just vendor. Yeah. Like, wait, do I really want to sell that to a player? It's 6 copper extra profit. There's no way I'm waiting that. No, screw that. I'm done. I'm done with that. We're not messing around with that. Okay, let's see what we got in the bank. This is where stuff is going to get spicy. Because we've got a huge amount of crafting materials here to actually get rid of. So I'm not going to sell literally everything. That's going to take forever. But we'll sell all of the stuff that's starting to pile up a little bit. And some of the more high value items, right? We'll get rid of all this trash. Sell the junk. Get rid of all of it. Well, I guess we'll actually sell quite a lot. Let's, you know, let's be somewhat thorough and get rid of that. Let's do the tier 6 because we don't need this. Let's get ourselves some big money, some big gold. Let's go. I'm ready to be rich, chat. I am excited to become a wealthy account here. Let's go. Do we want to sell our mystic coins? Yeah, we don't need those. We don't need that right now. Yes. That is going to be pretty tasty. We actually have a lot. I can't believe it. Like, we're... This is actually crazy. We have so much gold. It's one of the things that actually really struck me while I was doing the 0 to hero. I'm not sure if easier than I thought is the right word for it. Like, it's going faster than I thought. Because obviously you do need like a good chunk of knowledge to be efficient when you're doing stuff like this. But I'm actually amazed, like, just how effective kind of playing the game and knowing the right events can really be. Like, we have a lot of gold here, right? We have some serious money, right? Watchwork sprockets. We've been getting a lot of these by doing the marionette a lot. It's definitely worth doing if you can get into a solid group, that's for sure. With the marionette, we love to see that. Let's go ahead and sell that. We're already up to 100 gold. The antique summoning stones have already sold. That's actually crazy. That's so crazy right there. We love to see that. Nice. Gonna keep going. Let's keep selling here. Yes, I am indeed Trading Post Baron. Frugal fighter, my friends. We will place sell orders if there's like a big discrepancy. If it's like 1 copper, I can't be bothered with that. You can if you want to, but I can't. But yeah, if there's any like big values, we'll go ahead. If it's like a few silver or so, we'll try and get a bit more value. Mithril will actually be quite worth it, right? Like, it's 2 copper difference, which is, that adds up, right? So let's go ahead and do a sell order. And this item, This item sells really fast too. So when you're kind of deciding, like, do I want to insert? Do I want to place a buy order? Kind of depends if you want your gold now, but also you can you can put sell orders if the item moves really quickly. And items like Mithril, there's a huge amount of orders. You can see here, right? Like 139,000 orders, 600k orders, 55k orders. So doing stuff like this, it's going to shift really quickly. So, you know, you might as well just kind of get in there and like do some sell orders and it will sell very quickly anyway. I'm not buying the elf ears, guys. In fact, I'm not really going to buy any cosmetic skins on this character. I'm not super interested in doing that whatsoever. This character is going to be all about functionality, right? And being a really functional account. So I'm not really going to mess around with any of that stuff. Oh, we're selling all of this, which is kind of chicken feed right now. It's like all the low value items. Let's get a big one and let's do the memories of Aurene. Oh, let's go. Let's go. 41 silver each. That is insane. If we were being really smart, and this is something that you can do, even if you're not like a mega sweaty player, by the way. Memories of Aurene. These are very heavily involved in legendary crafting. So if we were being really big brain, what we'd actually do, and this is true for all legendary components, by the way, including stuff like tier 6 materials and mystic coins and so on, we could actually wait until ArenaNet release a legendary weapon. So a legendary weapon variant or a new legendary down the line. And then obviously these would go up in price because everyone's crafting that legendary. So if we wanted to, we could actually save these a little bit and wait until something happens that would cause the price to go up and make more profit. We aren't going to do that, but you could do that. It's another 33 gold. Oh, yes. Let's go. I love it. Tales of Adventure. Oh, these are actually not that expensive. How about that? But we can still sell them, though. Not too bad. Not too bad indeed in that regard. We've got our Whale Vomit, our Ambergris. We'll just install that. Screw it. This is really good. Like, it's one of the reasons why fishing is so much gold per hour, and also why doing the Leviathan after, you know, whatever you can is also really good. You just get a guaranteed ambergris for doing the Leviathan, which is very nifty too. We've got Stabilizing Matrix. These are from Fractals, right? Another part of why Fractals are such great gold per hour. So there we go. Get rid of those. This is where a lot of the amalgamated gemstones, these are from doing meta events a lot of the time, particularly in Heart of Thorns, and also Path of Fire as well. A little bit too in Ender Dragons. Pretty valuable. It's about the same. Too lazy. Can't be bothered. Fish. We've got our flawless fish here. Wow. That's quality stuff. 1 gold for some fish. I like how fish is worth more than gold in this game, right? We've got some gold ingots, I think. Where are our gold ingots? Here we go. So we just sold our fish for 1 gold, and this is 1 silver for a full bar of gold. Something's not quite right there, I think. Slightly unusual. But yeah, there we go. Very, very nice. Let's keep going. This is the one thing that does... This is one of the things that does bother me about Guild Wars 2 a little bit. The trading posts can be annoying. Like, selling things can be a bit frustrating sometimes. You just kind of have to sit down and... You got to get into the zone, right? Like, yes, I'm going to be right-clicking sell for a good chunk of my time, right? You know, like, for a good, good 10 minutes or so. Of course, you can do this a little bit more efficiently than me. You can kind of be on top of it while you're obtaining stuff, but... I kind of like to let stuff pile up, then boom. Like, drop it all, see the big gold pile up in the delivery box. That's good content, right? That's enjoyable. It's a lot of fun. Here we go. Just selling all the trash. And never underestimate. If you go, wait, this item's only worth 20 copper. Never underestimate that. Like, a 2 gold here, a 1 gold there. This stuff adds up a lot, right? It really, really does. Look, 2 gold is nice, right? But 10 times that, that's 20 gold now, right? 100 times that, that's 200 gold. It's quick maths right there, but it really does add up. It really does. So you've got to, got to pay attention. You got to make sure that you're getting the good stuff. You're getting the deals, getting the value. And yeah, if you sell items too quickly, it says, no, you can't sell items. It's the tragedy of the Guild Wars 2 trading post, but I promise you, it is going to be worth it, right? Once we get through all of this, we're going to be extremely wealthy. I mean, and you can just kind of think about this, like a story episode for Guild Wars 2, a living world episode is what? About 50 to 60 gold, depending on gem prices. Look at that. We've just basically made 3 episodes, almost 3 episodes. In fact, it will be over 3 episodes by the time that everything that we have here sells, right? Because we have a lot of stuff that hasn't sold yet in our My Transactions page over here. Once this is all gone, we'll be able to get ourselves like another 3 story episodes. And that means in total, when we have over 300 gold, that means that's basically a full living world season, right? Absolutely insane. right? Like playing Guild Wars 2 with just the expansions and not spending any more money, it's actually extremely realistic in my opinion to do this, right? Well, I mean, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have even, I wouldn't have even bothered to do this series if I didn't think it was realistic, but it's actually even more realistic than I thought. And I think it's actually really worth noting that a lot of the hours on this account haven't even been gold farming. I've actually been playing very passively and focusing on unlocking stuff. So in other words, getting into fractals, getting my gear in order, getting our farming methodology actually available to us, even unlocking a few story episodes right here and there. We haven't even reached maximum efficiency yet, right? We're not even there yet. Like, there are so many more things that we have to do. We haven't got into raids yet. We haven't got into strike mission challenge modes. And you might go, oh yeah, well, that's really hard. And that's true, but it's actually very attainable, right? Like every player, I truly believe that every player can work towards these long-term goals and slowly add them to their farming repertoire and eventually get into a situation where you're going to be hard farming gold and, well, you're going to have infinite money. I remember this. It's something that I really, really remember actually when I was doing fractals regularly. I would just be doing fractals with the gang every day, right? Blasting it out in 1 hour. And then you don't look at your gold. You're not paying attention, right? You're just kind of playing. You're not looking at your gold count. And you wait like a month and you've got 3k gold. And it's like, whoa, what the hell? Where did that come from? It's actually so insane. Like you really earn a lot of gold in this game if you're able to, one, not spend it, and two, know how to sell stuff, right? And what items are good to sell and so on. But just have a bit of patience, right? And just wait for it to pile up and engage in these like relatively high efficiency gaming activities, right? And boom, all of a sudden you can get yourself a legendary, right? You can get yourself, you can get yourself a permanent contract or unlock all the story or buy bags or buy more character slots, right? Absolutely wild, right? It is big. And where we're at right now, on the hours, right? We're on 64 hours on this account, so really not that many, right? And it really is it is interesting because this is something I see a lot, right? I'll see like, oh, I've been working on my legendary for a year, right? Like, how do I do this? How do I make any progress, right? Well, I mean, this is how, with right click sell on the trading post is how you make progress, right? Towards your legendary. But yeah, to be fair, like fractals probably aren't 3k, not as good as that anymore. And obviously I was doing other stuff. During that fractal time, I was really pumping a lot of hours into the game at that point. So that's why it was so much. Back in the day, I was raiding on 5 accounts. Right, I had 5 accounts and full clearing every single time, right, on all these accounts. That stuff is crazy. And that's honestly maybe an advanced tactic that I'll talk about a little bit later down the line, on YouTube is alt accounts and how to get value out of them. Because it's not all about, setting up like 50 of them and just logging into them. Having an alt account is very powerful because you can do fractals twice a day. You can do raids twice a week. You can do strike missions twice a week now as well on your alts, which is actually really, really efficient if that's your jam as well. There's a lot of things that you can do with alts that can absolutely turbocharge your main account. It's pretty fantastic. It really is. Let's continuing our sells here. Let's keep pumping. Gonna keep going. We're nearly at the end now. I'll tell you what we could do. We could even go a little bit further and use these eternal ice shards. Although that might actually burn all of my karma. So I'm not actually sure if I want to do that. And there we are. We got to our mystic coins. Boom. There it is. And we also have our charged lodestones. Very good. That's that done. We're not even done yet, by the way, because this stuff is actually, some of this stuff is probably worth selling too, like these sharp claws, kind of the tier 4, tier 3 materials can actually be very expensive. This is kind of an interesting thing that I think can be maybe a little almost confusing about the game, is that you might go, well, higher tier materials must mean they're more expensive, right? Well, actually not necessarily, because of course all players are farming high level zones, and that means that they're getting high level materials more a lot of the time. And while it's certainly true that higher tier materials can be more useful, and because they're used for high end gear and high end cosmetic items and so on, so are the lower tier materials too. Really good example actually are these fangs. You can see that even though it's a lower tier material, here, what is that? What tier is that actually? That's tier 3, right? Tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. So even though this is a tier 3 material that you get from, not, less high level content, well, you can get it from high level content too, but that doesn't matter. For all intents and purposes, it's a lower tier crafting material. You can see it's still valuable actually, and is very much worth your time to go on the trading post and actually sell. It can be very expensive. I think this is true for this dust as well. Yeah, I think, Radiant Dust is really expensive, right? Yeah, relatively expensive, because that's actually more expensive than the Tier 5, right? Tier 6 does usually have the highest price, these ones here, but do not underestimate your Tier 3 materials at all. Do not underestimate them, my friends. There's some serious money to be made here as well. And look, we're already up to 165 gold. That's crazy. And I think we'll have to wait for the duration of this stream, really, to see how much gold we're going to actually make. Because we'll have to... Oh, oops. Didn't sell everything there. We have to wait until everything's... I think I just undercut myself. I like that. That's good content. But rest assured, even though it will take a while, the stuff will sell. These items are very much in demand. They are used. And therefore, we can actually feel pretty comfortable in just kind of putting these as a sell order, and they'll just go there, right? It's going to be big. Very, very big. But we're going to get rich on today's stream. Yes, we are. I need to have a proper sit down and think about what I'm going to get next. I think it will probably be Bitterfrost Frontier and Dragonfall as some of the really big next story unlocks that we get here to get access to another great farming map. Maybe a Drizzlewood Coast. I think that's a classic farming map, right? So maybe the next 3 maps we're going to do will be Drizzlewood Coast. It will be... let's see, Dragonfall, that gives us amazing access to Ascended gear and a good farming map. And then maybe Bitterfrost Frontier to round out our Ascended item acquisition. And, yeah, and just, you know, have another way to, like, get our gear and also farm a little bit of useful stuff there as well. Bit of Winterberry farming here and there, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But, yeah, it's going to be good. I love to see it. I love to see it indeed. We're making bank. Yeah, Palawan is really good. I actually got Istan very early for the meta train, right? It's one of the reasons why I did it. Is Shimmering Dust any good? Maybe not. That's all right. Yeah, I won't bother saying literally everything. Typically, when you get to, like, the Tier 1 stuff, the issue with Tier 1 is that they're not typically used that much, and therefore, as you can see, they aren't really that valuable. You can definitely sell them, but it may even be better to sell to vendors sometimes, just to kind of get stuff shifted. Let's see if we have anything else here. I mean, we could actually sell some of this. Some of these things are actually pretty good. Platinum doubloons can be okay, I think. Not too bad. I don't think I'm missing anything super obvious with all the other stuff. Although, you'll actually get a lot of these crystals here, these things. These will pile up. You could probably sell these if you wanted to other players. But I think it's actually perfectly okay to vendor these kind of like these crappy ones, right? I think they are actually good to sell, but we'll actually see. We get there. Memories of Battle from World vs. World. Boom. Get them out of here. Passion Flowers. Really good. Grab a few of these when you're doing the Karka Queen. They're kind of around the area on South Sun Cove. Good event to farm daily. And also, you can just grab a few of these. The Blooming Passiflora. Always drop one. Very high value there. Love to see that. 171 gold. Yes. Yes. Sell these orbs as well. And that will be true for all of these orbs. I think they're all going to be worth selling here. The chunks of petrified jade, these are going to be worth selling. We're going to sell it at that price there. Platinum doubloon, that's pretty good. 40 silver, boom, get it out of here. Oh, yes. Yes. Sell these orbs. I think these probably will sell. I mean, we can always relist them if they don't and then just, like, get rid of them. The chunk of pure jade, we're actually just going to vendor that. You can sell it, but again, it's sell orders only, and you're actually going to make less, right? It's about the same, right? 1 gold, 25 silver, 78 copper, if we sold it to other players, whereas 1 gold, 25 silver, 44 copper. Yeah, I think we'll just sell it to the vendor, thanks. The vendor giving us a better deal in that regard, that's for sure. It's going to finish getting through all of these orbs. And once we're done with these orbs, we'll do some vendoring of these crystals. Because these things, they will pile up. You get them all over the place, like open world, fractal, strike missions. And you can just vendor them for a little bit of liquid gold as well. And there you go. A big sell down session on this account. And we can see how wealthy we truly are. Now, don't panic here. Wait. You've lost gold though, Teapot. And yeah, that's because we're basically getting you have to pay a little fee to basically sell stuff to other players. So you will kind of lose gold, but don't worry, you're going to get back way more. Of course, the selling fee does mean that if you keep like selling an item, canceling the sell and reselling it, you eventually screw yourself over. But just don't do that. Be patient, my friends. Be patient. May the 6 watch over you. Yeah, there you go. Boom, another one, and there it is. Very good. Keep going. Sapphire orb. Boom. And there it is. think that's basically all we wanted to do here. Ruby Crystal. Are we ever selling that? No, we're not. We're just going to vendor that. No, 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 no. So we go over to our vendor now, and then look at this. We can see we get our chunks of pure jade. We're just going to go ahead and sell those alongside all these crystals, and then boom. We've got ourselves a lot of gold. And just in kind of the spirit of this stuff, normally I would just go ahead and collect it as it's moving in, as the gold is pouring in. But what we're actually going to go ahead and do, I'm going to wait. And then, you know, maybe if you're on YouTube right now, we'll zip ahead in time and see how much we actually made. We can get a bit of a sneak preview by going on Guild Wars 2 efficiency as well. Because Guild Wars 2 efficiency will actually calculate how much gold we've got in sell orders. So we can see, we can kind of guess how much gold we're going to make, I believe. Let's go ahead and see if we can find that. Aha! Here we go. Okay, here we go. So we actually have our API. It's got all of our sell listings here. So we actually have another 51 gold, I believe, of stuff to sell left over, as you can see here. Enjoy. There it is. There it is. So in other words, our expected gold in this delivery box, once everything is sold, is going to be around 230 gold. And that actually puts us at, what, 380 or so, approximately, in that sort of range. That's actually super crazy, right? Whoa. That is big. Huge. Absolutely insane. We love to see that. We're making big gold here. And that's actually some nice gold per hour. Because again, and we are just 64 hours into this account. Let's actually see what our kind of overall gold per hour is and where we are percentile-wise. Wait, we're actually, dude, we're already, we've gone from, we're top 90% now. Right, we're higher than 10% of accounts. We're making some big value here. We've actually crossed the threshold. We're worth over 1,000 gold. Wait, that actually happened a while ago. Never mind. But yeah, we are officially worth 1,296 gold. So let's see what our account value per hour is. So if we go here, we played for 64 hours. So let's see, our account value is 1296 divided by 64. We've been earning 20 gold an hour since the start of the game. Every hour since the start of this account, 20 gold an hour. However, that is actually slightly inaccurate, actually. Let's go ahead and exclude Gem Store. Why would I do that? Quite simple, because this account started with 2 shared inventory slots, right? In other words, we had these things for free. So if we go ahead and remove those, it will give us a slightly better number. So around 817 gold. That gives us 12.7 gold per hour since the very start. That will actually continuously go up as well as we get into more efficient farming techniques. I think excluding the gem store actually might be excluding our living world too. And bear in mind, we've got living world episodes. So it's probably actually a little bit higher than 12 gold per hour since the very start of the account, actually, because I don't know what that is excluding, actually. I think that actually might just be excluding the shared inventory slot. So I think it is including the living world, actually. But yeah, it's something like that. It's approximately that. And you can see that our total liquidity is around 400 gold, right? If we sold literally everything on our account, we'd have around 400 gold to spend on stuff, which is great because that's a lot of living world episodes. How many living world episodes would that be? Let's see. So one episode is 200 gems, 68 gold. So we'd be able to get, what, 5 episodes, approximately? Like, yeah, 6 episodes? Yeah, not quite, actually. Like, 6 times 7 will be 420. So just about, yeah, just around 5 episodes or so of juicy living world content. And that is just within, you know, a few weeks of playing, right? Huge. Insane value right there. Frugal Fighter is putting in the work there. Yeah, we could actually consider buying a whole season. Because, of course, if you buy an entire season in one go, you do actually get a discount, which would actually be a really good investment. Because if we go over here to our upgrades, we can see here. Honestly, I'm honestly tempted to grind for this pack, right? You know what I'm saying? Copper. Oof, this one is so good. Wait, available for 7 days. Wait, hang on. Is this going away? Do we have to enable a massive gold grind to get this? Oh, no. Uh-oh. That's actually... the FOMO is hitting me. This is actually such a good deal, I might have to do it. How much gold is that? That's quite a lot, isn't it? Oh, it's not that much, actually. 800 gold? 7 days. That's actually pretty easy. That's actually very doable. Oh. So we need 400 gold. That's doable. It's doable. It's very doable, actually, in a week. I might have to go for it. I kind of have to go for it.
I'm at your service.
Because this deal is so good that I kind of want it. I would feel like I'd be an idiot not to. Yeah, this would be... I'd be a lunatic not to do this. Shared inventory slot, a free character slot, unbreakable gathering tools, a VIP pass, and the copper-fed salvage-o-matic. I think the other one is actually pretty decent too, like the other Steam promotion thing. Because the other thing is really juicy. It gives you like a bunch of stuff as well, I think. Where is it? Ah, yeah, the Steam welcome pack. Yeah, ooh, yeah. Wait, that's 7 days too? Oh no. I actually really want this though. Oh no. So I need 3,200 gems. That's tough.